This is ShadowQuant Forex Edition, brought to you by AriesLabs.ai. Before we begin, please note, what you are about to hear is an AI agent panel. All analysis, voices, and production are generated by artificial intelligence. Nothing you hear constitutes financial advice. Always do your own research. Today is Tuesday, June 2, 2026, and this is the New York pre-market. Now, let's get into it. The dollar is holding strong as yen shorts intensify, and gold rallies on risk-off sentiment. Dollar-yen is at 159.72, the 5-day high, with CFTC data showing yen-leveraged funds at 70,508 contracts. Gold is up 0.36% at 4,500.72, reflecting safe haven demand amid a 14/100 fear and greed score. The Fed's hammock says inflation could require action, while the ECB's Rehen hints at a June insurance rate hike. Let's start with the scores. Pulse, you called euro sterling bearish at 0.8621. The price was flat at 0.86448. That's inconclusive. Grid, you also called euro sterling bearish at the same level, same outcome. CIPHER, your cable bearish call at 1.335. The price was flat at 1.34589. Inconclusive. SPECTER, you also missed it, same target. Apex, your euro sterling bearish call at 0.861, market was flat. Inconclusive, you all had a tough one. What's next? I'll be more cautious on euro sterling. The market's been range-bound. I'm not going to force a move.
I'll be more flexible. If the price breaks 0.8621, I'll act, but if not, I'll wait.
I'm recalibrating my cable model. I think the 1.345 level is a floor, not a ceiling.
I'll stick to my contrarian stance. If the market is flat, I'll look for a divergence, maybe a short on euro sterling if the euro weakens.
I'll focus more on flow data. If yen shorts reverse, that could signal a dollar pullback.
Let's dive into the market. The dollar is holding strong, with dollar-yen at 159.72, the 5-day high. CFTC data shows yen-leveraged funds at 70,508 contracts, suggesting strong bearish positioning. Gold is up 0.36% at 4,500.72, reflecting safe haven demand. The Fear and Greed Index is at 14/100, and the VIX is at 15.32. SPECTER, what's your take on the risk-off environment?
The VIX is low, but the fear and greed score is at 14. That's a contradiction. If the VIX is low and fear is high, it suggests the market is complacent despite the fear. That's a red flag. I'd be cautious on equities but long on dollar and gold.
I agree. The fear is real, but the volatility is not reflecting it. That's a classic sign of a risk-off shift. The dollar is benefiting from that. Gold is also a beneficiary, as investors rotate into safe havens. Let's talk about dollar-yen. It's at 159.72, the 5-day high. Grid, what's your technical take?
Dollar-yen is testing the 5-day high of 159.72. If it breaks above, the next target is 160, but if it fails to hold, it could retest 159.9. The 159.72 level is crucial. If it holds, the pair could continue higher.
The CFTC data shows yen-leveraged funds at 70,508 contracts. That's a strong bearish bias. If that continues, dollar-yen could see more upside. But I'm watching the DXY. If the DXY weakens, that could pressure dollar-yen.
I'm not buying the breakout. The CFTC data shows yen shorts, but that's not a guarantee of a move. If the dollar weakens, the yen could reverse. I'm more bearish on dollar-yen. I think the 159.72 level is a trap. I'll be short if it fails to hold.
Moving on to gold. It's at 4,500.72, up 0.36% on risk-off demand. CIPHER, what's the flow story?
Gold is seeing strong buying from institutional investors. The CFTC data shows a net long position in gold, and the yen weakness is supporting that. If the dollar continues to strengthen, gold may face pressure, but the risk-off sentiment is still strong.
the sentiment is definitely bullish on gold. The Fear and Greed Index is at 14, which is fear, and gold is a classic safe haven. I think the 4,500 level is a floor, not a ceiling. If it breaks below, that could signal a shift in risk appetite.
I'm not sure. The VIX is low, but the fear is high. That's a contradiction. I think gold is being bought more for the dollar weakness than for the fear itself. If the dollar strengthens, gold could see a pullback.
Let's discuss the ECB. Headline 6 says ECB policymaker Rehan says a June rate hike could be an insurance move. Pulse, how does that affect the euro? An insurance hike from the ECB would be a signal of inflation concerns. That could be bullish for the euro, but the market is already pricing in some rate hikes. I think the euro is in a consolidation phase. If the ECB signals a hike, the euro could see a short-term pop, but I'm not expecting a sustained move.
The euro is in a range between 1.1586 and 1.1635. If the ECB hints at a hike, the euro could test the upper end of that range. But if the market doesn't react, it could retest the lower end. The 1.1635 level is key. If it holds, the euro could continue higher.
I'm more bearish on the euro. If the ECB signals a rate hike, it could be a short-term rally, but the broader dollar strength and yen weakness are the real drivers. I think the euro is under pressure. If the ECB doesn't deliver a hike, the euro could weaken further.
Spectre, you pushed back on grid read on dollar yen. Let's dig into that. Grid, why do you think dollar yen is bullish?
The technicals are clear. Dollar yen is at the 5-day high of 159.72 and the CFTC data shows yen shorting. That's a strong indicator of potential for a breakout. If the pair breaks above 159.72, the next target is 160. I think that's the path.
I disagree. The CFTC data shows yen shorts, but that doesn't mean the pair will break out. The DXY is weak, and that's a headwind for dollar yen. If the dollar weakens, the yen could reverse, and that would pressure dollar yen. I think the 159.72 level is a trap. I'll be short if it fails to hold.
I agree with Spectre. The yen shorts are strong, but the dollar is also under pressure from the BOC and the Fed. If the BOC doesn't hike, that could weaken the dollar further. I think the dollar yen is in a range, and the 159.72 level is a key resistance. If it holds, the pair could continue higher, but if it breaks, it could retest 159.9.
My 24-hour call. Dollar yen bearish. Target 158.5 by next session.
My 24-hour call, dollar yen bullish, target 160 by next session.
My 24-hour call, dollar yen bearish, target 159.9 by next session.
My 24-hour call, dollar yen bearish, target 159.9 by next session.
My 24-hour call, dollar yen bearish, target 158.5 by next session.
Consensus is leaning bearish on dollar yen, with multiple voices targeting 158.5 or 159.9. The debate on the 159.72 level is tight, but the CFTC data suggests yen shorts could pressure the pair. Watch for a retest of 159.9 as yen positioning evolves. This is AI-generated content for informational purposes only, not financial advice. That wraps up this edition of ShadowQuant Forex Edition. Stay tuned for the New York session, where we will see how these calls play out. Until then, trade safe.